How's it going, guys? Venomous Fat Man here again. I'm here on the BITT, the boys in the tube. I'm sitting down with MoChocolate from season 2 of The Tester. We were just talking about his origins before. Now we're gonna get a little bit into some more contemporary stuff. So MoChocolate, let me ask you this question. Let's talk a little bit about The Tester, obviously, since everybody knows you from The Tester and stuff. Tell us a little bit, from the beginning. What was it like actually first going into the actual Tester, or actually applying for it?
Oh my God, like the thing everybody knows that when I get excited, I let it out. I have no problem jumping up and down like a giddy fangirl and just screaming my brains out. I've always been like this. And my most fondest memory was when I first entered the loft. When I walked in, I saw the cameraman, I saw the Tester 2 sign, I saw Meredith, I saw the PS Move, I saw the TV. Oh my God, like that's a feeling you cannot describe. Like you have to be there to know what I'm talking about. But I was screaming my brains out, man. I was jumping up and down like you see it in episode 1, but not a lot. Sony had to turn my mic down because I would not stop screaming so much. So of course I was just going like, "Oh my God, I can't believe I'm here! Thank you, chocolate gods, that I came here." So after that, of course, the challenges came, and then my excitement slowly started going down and started focusing more on the competition at hand. But overall, I was just like, "Wow, wow!" One video got me this far. One video. Thanks.
That's awesome, man. I mean, it must have been a real blast just hanging out on there, meeting all those people.
First got that call, like you're on the show. I was like, thank you. I was driving home from work, and they called me up. They said, congratulations, you're not the next contestant. I'm like, thank you. I was like, I was screaming the entire ride home, the entire 30-minute ride home, and people were like, what the fuck is wrong with him? But I didn't care. I go home, and I kid you not, I literally hit the ceiling because I was jumping up and down so high.
That's cool.
Like whoever gets on season 3, you'll know what I'm talking about.
That's awesome, man. But moving on a little bit with, what was going on during the Tester and stuff, talk a little bit about how you felt during the challenges. I know you mentioned it a little bit a couple times during the course of the season on the show and stuff, but if you could, just for the audience here that may have not actually, seen that actually had some exposure to it, actually tell us a little bit, how you felt going into every one of the challenges, just summarizing like a couple sentences, and also tell us a little bit about what you thought was maybe the best and maybe the worst challenge you ever had to deal with.
Boy, I know exactly what to say. But overall, man, the first challenge I was so nervous about the very in episode 1, where we have to look at images on the screen and name them. I was outside waiting to go on, and the producers gave me the okay to enter the stage. I was shaking like crazy, man, because I was so nervous. My first challenge, first everything. I'm like, please, because everybody did not want to be the first person to be sent home. That's the one thing we all talked about and we all agreed upon. So I realized how easy it was. I'm like, my God, this is so easy. So of course, after the end of every episode, every challenge, I always wonder like, what challenge will be next? And then of course we get a challenge where I'm on a winning streak. Then boom, I fuck up big time. In episode 3, if those of you haven't seen it, I actually made a really big mistake, very big mistake that cost me my entire team to lose because of me. I won't spoil it for you guys. So if you guys want to watch it, feel free to watch it on the PlayStation Network or on Crackle.com or Dailymotion. But yeah, because of that episode, I really fucked up big time. But then in episode 6, because of my ability to eat food really, really fast, I'm a big boy, of course, we won because of that. We go from losing because of me to winning because of me. All thanks to like my great throwing back skills of eating. So overall, like those challenges, I mean, I have a scar on my knee from one of the challenges. They go balls to the wall with these challenges. But hey, it is and it is entertainment.
Yeah, that's true. But hey, at least it must have been a hell of experience actually getting on there and actually being able to do most of that stuff there. So
I never complained. I never made one complaint because I'm like, I'm on the goddamn Tester.
there you go. That's cool. So obviously, that's some of the best parts of the Tester. Obviously, we touched up upon. Now we're gonna get a little bit darker. I know we talked about this a little bit, and everybody's talked this a little bit, but let's get into it a little bit so that way some of the people that haven't heard about it haven't actually seen it, or maybe took a walk away from the TV for a bit. Talk a little bit about the whole thing that went down, obviously with Big Physique and all the stuff that was going on and off camera.
Big physique. Oh, what a guy! Basically, for those of you who have not watched the show, one of the major differences between my season and season one is we had more drama in season two because of one individual that goes by the name Big Physique. And I can't say that he is the most liked person on the internet. Basically, he decided to be the villain of the show and had no problem basically telling us to all fuck off and do whatever because he was there to win. I'm not there to make friends. I'm there to win and fuck you and everyone else. So basically, we're all like whatever, man. But as the episode progressed, he was actually there longer and longer and longer. So the more he was on there, the more pissed we got at him. Now, I'm a very non-violent guy. I've always been like, violence never solves anything. But this guy was really pushing my buttons big time. So of course, I had no problem stating what I thought about him because we were all treating him the way he wanted to be treated, the villain. But of course, finally, in after like 4 or 5, 6 episodes, he gets kicked off, and after he left, he would continue to run his mouth about Sony, about us, about everybody. He was just definitely giving everyone a big headache. But my personal opinion, he does realize that the show is over now, that he is not an actor. He is not a paid actor to be on the show. Let's get that clear. But now that the show is over, he wants to move on and for us to be quote unquote friends. I mean, we're all trying to work out our differences and talk it out. But overall, I can't forgive, but I can't forget. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know, I get what you.
We are right now like talking amongst each other and just like trying to move on from that experience living with him. But overall, like the Greg himself, Greg, that's his real name. Greg is a nice guy. It's physique that nobody can stand. So Greg, we're all somewhat getting along with him for the time being.
Okay, so to kind of not beat the dead horse anymore, but just one last final question. It's kind of to play a little devil's advocate here. I want to, one of the biggest things when Physique was actually eliminated after everybody was kind of getting fed up with his stuff, and I'm pretty sure a lot of the judges or the 3 judges that were there were getting fed up and stuff. Even though Physique won the challenge that kind of saved him or had him, I guess it was supposed to be like his fail-safe from elimination and stuff. Because, before I even ask the question, what is it? Explain a little bit about, the actual challenges that when you win, that you're supposed to be safe from elimination. Or can you kind of explain that a little bit for everybody so that they don't know?
Sure, yeah, sure. Basically, in is like other reality shows, if you win a challenge, you are safe from elimination and you will not go home and you win prizes. However, this is the one thing people keep forgetting is that before we got on the show, we every single one of us had to sign this 30-page contract which basically explained everything and told us all the rules. In that contract, it clearly states that at any point in the competition, at any time, regardless of immunity or not, the judges and the producers or either or can send you home at any point of the show. The producers or the judges can send you home at any point of the show. So regardless if you have immunity or not, or if you're just one big asshole, they will send you home.
Okay, so to finally ask my question, and then we'll kind of just move away from it. I just wanted to know, regardless, besides the signing of the 30-page, contract, besides him being a jerk and stuff, do you think it was necessarily right for Sony, and the actual producers and stuff there to remove him from the show, even though he was safe from elimination, based on, either his actions or what was going on there during the time?
Absolutely. Because keep in mind, like he completely forgot that the way he's acting on the show it's just one long job interview. You are going around calling girls like not to their face like the C word. You are like telling everyone to go fuck themselves. You are not being a team player. You are just overall. No one has anything nice to say about them. Nobody. Every single person in the show up until episode 6 had nothing good to say about him. Nobody. And the judges saw that. So why would they hire someone who disrespects women, disrespects people who they work with, is not a team player, does not get along with anybody, chooses to be a bad person for the hell of it? I would not want someone like that working in my company. Hell no.
All right, so now getting away from that, before we go into another video, I want to ask also, now that you were on the tester and stuff, and even though you didn't win, you did make it somewhat far, though. It is safe to say. Can you say, at least in your opinion, or at least give kind of a consensus about, would you actually do it again, or would you actually love to actually do something similar to it again if you had the opportunity to?
I would do the tester season if there was a time machine that just popped up in my room right now, and the guy come on and said, "Let's go back to tester." I'm like, okay, in a heartbeat. I don't care if I get fired. I don't care. I don't care anything. I would live. I would redo everything in a heartbeat. That was the best experience of my entire life. My not prom night, not graduating from college, not bachelor party. No, to Tester season 2. That was the best experience of my entire life. Of course, I would do a few changes, yeah, but overall, I would relive it, redo it like that. Sign me up.
Sounds awesome. Man even brought in the prom night. Now you know he's serious. So anyway, last quick question before we go into the next video I want to ask also is that what is it if you ever had the opportunity also maybe to do another type of game show or any other type of reality show that necessarily didn't have to do with video games or didn't have anything to do with Sony, would you actually jump at the opportunity at it if based on what you experienced on the tester?
When you asked that, now I can't really say too much about this at all. I can't say too much about this. However, what I can say is that Sony is not done with me. I repeat, Sony is not done with me yet. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Wait, wait.
There you go, guys. Heard it here first. So anyway, let's go to another video. Be sure to check out part 3, guys, as we continue to sit down here on the bit with MoChocolate.